Don Draper Mad Men is one of the most iconic and complex TV characters, portrayed by Jon Hamm. His character is multifaceted, with many contradictions and layers, which makes him both compelling and tragic. Background: Don Draper was born Richard Dick Whitman in 1926 to a poor family in rural America. His mother died when he was young, and his father was an abusive alcoholic. He was raised by his stepmother, and his early life was marked by hardship and instability. His life changed when he served in the Korean War, where he assumed the identity of a dead officer, Don Draper, after the real Don Draper died in the war. He took on this new identity to escape his past, effectively becoming a man with no real roots and no authentic sense of self. Career: after the war, Don started working in advertising, eventually rising to the position of creative director at the fictional ad agency Sterling Cooper. His career in advertising is one of the most important aspects of his life, as he is portrayed as a brilliant, charismatic, and manipulative advertising executive, able to sell ideas as well as products. Throughout the series, Don faces the changing dynamics of the 1960s advertising world, shifting his role within the agency as he adapts to a world increasingly focused on consumerism, media, and social upheaval. His career is marked by success and recognition, but also by moral compromises and a growing emptiness inside him. Don's goals evolve throughout the series, but they are often deeply rooted in his need to escape his past and craft a new identity. He is constantly trying to reinvent himself, seeking validation and meaning through his work, relationships, and personal transformations. He aims to become a powerful, respected figure in the advertising world. Don is highly competitive and wants to maintain his position at the top of the industry, often using his charm and manipulation to outsmart others. Personal struggles: on a personal level, Don seeks to find happiness, though he often doesn't know how. His family life is deeply troubled, as he struggles with infidelity, his relationship with his children, and his own emotional detachment. He seeks love and validation, but he's unable to connect deeply with others. His goals often shift towards self-improvement or self-destruction, depending on the circumstances. One of Don Draper's most famous quotes, and one that encapsulates his complexity, is from Season 4, Episode 13. "If you don't like what's being said, change the conversation." This line highlights Don's manipulative and controlling nature, particularly in his professional life. It also reflects his ability to shape and control situations, which is a central theme throughout the series. Don often tries to control narratives, whether in advertising or in his personal relationships, as a way to protect himself and avoid confronting his emotional vulnerabilities. Overall, Don Draper is a character marked by deep contradictions. He's a man with a remarkable ability to reinvent himself and succeed in a rapidly changing world, but he's also a man who cannot escape his troubled past and often sabotages his own happiness. His journey is one of self-discovery, emotional detachment, and fleeting moments of connection, making him one of the most memorable characters in TV history.